Welcome back, my dear beautiful fashionistas. Today's video is all about this handkerchief skirt, and it is in a half circle format, and it has an elastic waistband. Very easy and beginner friendly. So let us start the video. So as you know, guys, to fold a half circle or a circle, this is what we do. It is folded into two, and I'm just going to fold again the second time, but this time around in a diagonal form, or just like a triangle, simply just as you see, like this. So from here we are going to get our skirt. So you see now there are 4 parts because this piece is folded into two, and it gives us 4 parts, and this is about 2.5 yards. So guys, we are going to use the hip measurement. This is what we are going to consider because we are going to use an elastic. So the hip measurement divided by 3.14, which is a constant for the half circle, we are getting 13.37. So I'm just going to round it off to 14 inches because I'll need some side seam allowance. So let me consider 14. So from that tip here, I'm just going to take off 14 inches, mark it in a diagonal form, like straight this way, and the other side diagonally, just to form what is going to be the waistline where we will pass our elastic to form our skirt. So this is what I do, like this. So this is now, let me just confirm if it is what I want. So the measurement that I get here, it is about 11 inches. 11 times 4, since our fabric is folded into 4 parts, you get about 44, of which we need 42 inches. So I have to add the joining allowance of the skirt to the waistband. So I have to add half an inch thereabout up there, and guys, that is it so far. So now from this formed waistline, we are going to take off the length of the skirt. So in this case, I'm considering 23 inches, seam allowance inclusive or hemming allowance inclusive. So from there going down, I have 23 inches, and this side diagonally, I'm also going to mark the 23 inches. So this is, since this is a handkerchief skirt, it's not going to be like the usual circle skirt. I'm just going to connect this side where there is no diagonal, this other side, with an opening straight to meet the diagonal part. Hope you're understanding it. So I'm just going to connect a line straight from here, going straight to meet the 23 inches, which is the length of the skirt, on this other side, just as you see here, like that. So guys, where anyway, from there I can just cut it out. So from where our 23 inches, which is the length, stopped along the diagonal part, our skirt is increased by about 11 or 12 inches. But if you don't want 11 or 12 inches, you can even reduce it to maybe 6 inches or 5 inches, and then connect it to this line where I've cut previously, which is going to be the hemming allowance. So now I also cut out the along the waistline, and this is what I have. So this is how it is. And if you have, in case you have more than enough fabric, guys, always consider a full circle. It will come out very, very nicely. So this is what I have. We'll just be sewing that or joining it together along there. So again, I'm just going to confirm and see what I have. So now my skirt is folded into two, that is front and back. So here, before the side seam allowance, I have 21 inches times 2, you get the 42, which we are using, which is the hip measurement in this case. So we use the hip measurement just because we will be passing the elastic. The elastic will gather up the entire waistline of the skirt to get the exact waist measurement of this person, which is 30 inches. So guys, right sides facing each other, I'm just going to join the sides by 3/4 of an inch that we left there, and then I will cut out a waistband. So this is the waistband that I've cut out. It is 42 inches plus the seam allowance. So it is folded into two like this, and its width, considering the elastic that I'm going to use, which is 1 inch, I need some ease allowance for the elastic, which is about 1.5 inches plus half an inch. For sewing I get 2 inches, and here I have 4 because I'm going to be folding this into 2. So I'll be folding it into 2 like this to have my 2 inches. 1.5 inches for the elastic casing, and a half inch is for the joining allowance to the skirt. So I'm going to go join up this waistband and then attach it to the skirt. So guys, let me just go to the sewing machine. After all the sewing, this is what I have. The side seam allowance is joined and the waistband is attached to the skirt, and I left an opening here at the waistband where I'm going to pass the elastic. So simply I'll just use a safety pin, attach my elastic of 1 inch. I'm going to use an elastic of about 25 inches long. Since I'm working with the waistline of 30 inches, I just removed 5 inches and joined it together after passing it through the waistband. So this is how the skirt came about. So guys, if you want some more dramatic look, please consider a full circle. That is by dividing the hip measurement by 6.28 if you have enough fabric. If not, you can consider a pattern first. So this is also still beautiful. That pointy handkerchief look can be put at the sides, at the front, at the side front, or the side back. You can put your side seam at the back or at the side. So this is the beautiful skirt. It has elastic. That is the most thing that I love about it. It is free, easy to make, very beginner friendly. It can fit different sizes because of the elastic, and it is stylish. So if you want to make one, just go on and make yours. But remember, if you want a more dramatic look, consider the full circle. In this case, I just considered half circle. So guys, I'll be seeing you soon. Don't forget to subscribe to Yvonne Winifred UG.